Hello, I come to you from the bathroom and today it's a hair video, so this is not a fragrance related. If you're here for fragrances, which is my usual genre, then you want to skip this one. This is all about hair, and today we are going to be testing the Olaplex No.3 hair treatment, which several of my subscribers have recommended for me, and I finally took the plunge and bought it. I was a bit hesitant. I'm going to show you the bottle in a bit. I didn't bring it up here. I'm a bit hesitant because I was hesitant to buy it because you only get a tiny amount. I think it's 100 mils, and I have very porous, thick hair. So obviously that small bottle won't last me very long. But apparently the results are amazing even from one use. So I took the plunge. I have been using, and I bought this massive bottle, Philip Kingsley Elastizer. This is the one that's called Coconut Breeze. So it's got a bit of a coconutty scent to it. I've been using that. I've got through quite a lot of that. That's a pre-shampoo treatment, and I've used it as an overnight treatment. And I tend not to actually shampoo it off. I tend to just rinse it off. But it's not really had any amazing effects on my hair. But my hair is really damaged. My hair is absolutely ruined. I'm going to talk you through what I've done as quickly as I possibly can. Obviously, we've been in lockdown, so quite a lot of DIY stuff has been going on. So in short, when the hairdressers reopened between the two lockdowns, I can't remember exactly when it was, we're talking about a year ago-ish, maybe just less, I decided to have the Silk straightening treatment, thinking that I would still stay curly but have a more smoother and a slightly less curly look. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. It was a permanent straightening treatment, and it was very good at what it did in terms of it was very easy to dry it straight. However, it was a bit time consuming still because you have to dry it 100% dry, and then I still needed to use a bit of straightening irons as well. So probably quite damaging for me to keep doing that all the time. And I got sick of it. I just wanted my curly hair back. So I've dealt with it for a while, and then fast forward, colour wise, I was dyeing it all sorts of colours, whatever colour I could buy in the supermarket I happened to be in, which resulted in me dyeing it far too dark. Then I had to get a colour remover. I did a colour remover, which left the hair a bit of a nondescript lighter colour. And then I ended up, because I wanted it lighter still, I did a bleach bath, which lightened it a little bit, but it wasn't that effective. Then a couple of weeks later, I did another bleach bath. This time it turned my hair a greeny yellow colour, and it really fried it. Let's see if I can show you. So that's all broken bits. So that should be sort of out to here, but that's just all broken off. And there's really bad stuff up here. You can see that, say that bit for example, you can't actually, it never feels smooth. It's all broken. It's all so damaged around the front here. It's really bad, and even further back, it's really quite damaged. So yeah, so that's where it is. Then when it went green, I just did some temporary red mixed in with some conditioner to try and counteract the green. That didn't work out too well the first time. It was patchy, it was bright red in places and still green in others. So I did it again, a bit more targeted on the areas that hadn't picked up on it last time. And so it was quite red for a bit, but then I kept shampooing it, trying to make the red fade, because I didn't actually want it red, I just wanted to get rid of the green. So it's been shampooed too much as well, and as well as all the other things I've done to it. And this sort of hair just doesn't need that much shampooing. I shampoo to clean my scalp, but the rest of the hair doesn't really need a lot of shampooing. Once a week is probably okay. And I'm trying to shampoo less now, but it can be difficult. But it desperately needs a cut. I'm going to have to go short to cut all this damage off. And as you can see, like, it's curly in places, so the curls are back or have grown in now underneath, but there's so much that's still not curly around in the lengths. So it is going to have a massive chop on the 28th of April, and I can't wait. I'd love to have it sooner, but my hairdresser's very busy, of course, catching up on all the people that haven't been able to get their hair done. So until then, I'm going to try and get as much, try and improve the condition as best I can. And that's why I'm going to use the Olaplex. So Olaplex has to be put on damp hair, ideally clean, but it doesn't say you have to shampoo it first. I only shampooed my hair yesterday, so I'm just going to run water through it, give it a good sort of scrape, you know, good old massage at the scalp, good rinsing, and then I'll put the Olaplex on, and then I'm going to wrap it in cellophane and leave it on. Not sure how long yet, I'll let you know, and then I'll come back to you and we'll see how it looks. Oh yes, I'm out of the shower. My hair is very well rinsed and towel dried, so it's still pretty damp, but I've just taken the extra moisture off. We're so ready to apply the Olaplex. I thought I'd show you it now. So that's what it looks like. Simple little bottle, and yeah, it's 100 mils. So we're going to apply that. Apparently you saturate from roots to tips, leave it on for a minimum of 10 minutes. And after my shower, I just thought I'd share this with you. I use this, it's really nice, it just came today. I ordered from Future Primitive. You can actually follow them on YouTube, and the lady that makes soaps, it's a really nice calming channel to watch. You can watch her making soaps and it's really nice. But this one's called Black Currant Damson Frangipane, and it reminds me of the Lush fragrance. I think it's called Comfort, something Comfort, the blackcurrant one. It reminds me of that, but it's less tart on the blackcurrant, but it's a sweet, fruity scent, and it's really lovely on the skin, really moisturising but not greasy. It's kind of like got a little bit of a sweet backbone to it, not vanilla exactly, but a little bit sweetened in some way. So it's really, really nice. So that's what I've just lathered all over my body. But back to Olaplex, I'm going to chuck it on now. I'm not going to show you me doing it. I think it's fairly simple how to put stuff on hair. You don't need to see me do that. And then I'll come back to you a little bit later. Hello, so here's the results. I did the Olaplex for about 2 hours on my hair. I was going to do it longer, but I saw a video from someone who had actually inquired with Olaplex about whether there's any benefits to leaving it on overnight. And they said it stops working after about 40 minutes. So I saw no point in leaving it on all night long, and instead I left the elasticizer on all night. So after the Olaplex, I washed that out, then I applied the elasticizer, and then I put my hair back into some cling film and had a hat on top to keep it warm and moist, and then that was on all night. And then today I have shampooed with it's a Kerasilk shampoo that has no sulfates or SLS or whatever it is, all that stuff that's supposed to be bad for your hair. So I use this Kerasilk shampoo followed by a normal conditioner. It's an almond one from, I think it's Garnier, I'm not sure. It's quite a cheap almond oil conditioner. That's quite nice, it smells lovely. And then I have not completely finished styling it actually. I used the Umberto Giannini's Curl Jelly, and there's some leave-in spray-on conditioner Frizzies, the curly for curls, and then I let it air dry for a little bit, and then I finished by diffusing it. And it's the Pixie diffuser technique, which I've only just learnt about, where you get it all your hair, you get your diffuser, and then get it there before you turn the hairdryer on. So your diffuser's like that, then you turn the hairdryer on, then you turn it off, and then you do that, and then you go to another place. So it's a slightly different method of diffusing. And I think, although it's definitely not repaired all the damage, but then there's a lot of damage and it's quite significant. I do think that it looks the best it's looked actually So there's like, you can see the end there, that's obviously all still damaged, but it looks okay. It's quite frizzy because I've not put any oil or any serum on yet. So you can see there's some frizz. You can see the ends aren't great, but it's healthier looking, shinier, and come out quite nice and curly. So I'm thinking Olaplex has had an effect, because it definitely looks nice and shiny. I'm just standing underneath a light. So you know, it's definitely not perfect. I didn't mention that I did cut it myself, so it's not even, the cut's not good at all. Like you can see here, that needs to be chopped, but I've decided to leave it for my hairdresser to do now, because it's not too long till I see him. It's best I just leave it alone, I think. But yeah, I honestly think I've had a fair result from Olaplex. I've used less than a third of the bottle, which is good. So I'm gonna try and use it 2 or 3 times a week now, and see how I get on. But yeah, it's slightly crunchy because I think there's a gel. I need to crunch a bit more out of it. But I'm just going to finish it with some finishing oil, and then it's done. So if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Mostly I talk about perfume, so if you're here just for hair content, it is quite occasional. If you're usually here for perfumes and you don't mind watching hair, there'll be the odd hair thing coming up in the future, I think, especially once I've got it cut. I can't wait to see how that's going to look, because I'm going quite short, so I'll probably do a video about that. Anywho, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in another video.